Hey everybody, welcome back to Essential Tennis Arena. Really excited about today's match. For the first time, we're doing mixed doubles here on the court at a really nice high level. We've got 5-0 players, we have 4 or 5 players, all of them with college experience. And so let me just go ahead and introduce our players. Actually, first, let me introduce Angela. Angela, welcome to the booth.
Hi.
Good to have you here. Are you a 4 or 4-5 player?
I'm a 4-5.
4-5. And you play a lot of mixed.
I play a lot of mixed. I'm most famous for you guys as Ira's partner.
We all thank you.
Right.
Somebody has to be Ira's partner. So thank you for taking that role for everybody else. You guys you and I have played a couple matches, right? At least
when
one,
you first moved here, yeah.
Maybe 2?
Yeah.
So you are really well versed in the whole mixed game, which is why I asked you to come be a part of this.
Thanks.
And also, you know these 4 players really well. I don't. I haven't seen them play before. So I'm really grateful to have you here in the booth because I'm sure you'll lend some great insight into their play and their games and stuff like that. So I'll do, everything's running, we're good? I'll do the kind of the formal intro. Okay. We good to go? Good? Welcome back to Essential Tennis Arena, everybody. Super excited about today's match. We've got some high-level mixed doubles action in store for you. On our left here, we've got Eric and Angie. Unfortunately, everybody decided to wear black and gray today, but Eric is the one with the orange shoes and Angie with the black dress. And over on our right side is Nicole and Colin. Both the ladies are 5-0 players, and both of the gentlemen are 4-5 players. So we've got some great 9-5 combo action in store. Next to me here is Angela. She's a local 4-5 player, plays a lot of mixed doubles, plays a lot with Ira, and she knows these 4 players really well. So Angela, I'm really looking forward to talking about the match with you. Based on what you know about their styles of play, what kind of patterns are you looking for today?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Angie and Nicole are both very strong women, hit hard, the pace won't bother them. So Eric and Colin both play a lot of other racket sports. They play paddle. Yeah. So they got more variety, more spins.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be a great even match.
Oof. That's a big backhand. So that's interesting. So do you see the guys being more kind of the setup type players and the girls being like the offensive?
No, I feel like this is not going to be super different from a men's match. I feel like.
Okay.
I mean, they're tall. The women are tall here. They can handle the pace. They hit hard. So, yeah.
What mix do you foresee happening in terms of serve and coming in or returning and coming in? Do you expect to see a lot of staying back?
Angie comes serves and volleys. Nicole, I've only played her once or twice. She's moved here in the last year or 2 from Kansas City. So she, I think, likes to really pound from the baseline. So we'll see.
You can probably have them go ahead and do the opening confessional, right? Okay. Elijah, did you send the email already? Okay, thank you. All right, they're going to start playing here in just a minute or 2. Let me give a little bit of background on all 4 of these players. All of them have amazing resumes. We'll start with the players on the left here. If you're watching the stream, the players on the near side. Angie played #1 singles and doubles for 4 years at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, which is a D3 school. And she's part of the Athletic Hall of Fame there. She's currently rated 5.0. Plays a lot of competitive league and tournament tennis currently. And her partner, Eric, with the orange shoes, he played D2. We got to go with shoe color. Right. D2 tennis at Bryant University in Rhode Island. And he made the first team All Northeast 10 conference. He's currently a 4 or 5 player. And then on the other side of the court, Nicole was a 2-time Kansas high school state champion, which is pretty impressive. She played #1 singles and doubles for 4 years at a D2 school called Emporia State in Kansas. And she's currently a 5-0 player. And then her partner with the gray shirt, I had to make sure nobody else had a gray shirt on, is Colin. He played D3 tennis at Grinnell College in Iowa. And all 4 years that he played there, a team qualified for nationals, NCAA nationals at D3 level. And he's currently a 4-5 player. So super experienced players, like all
Right.
four of them, obviously very well versed in like
Right.
high intensity, high competitive, kind of mindset. And so I would expect a pretty, tight competition
Yeah,
here.
I agree.
So we make a lot of predictions up here. So I know you know all four of them, so maybe you want to be political, but who would you pick out of the gate? Which team would you give the edge to?
I think Angie is maybe a stronger doubles player than Nicole, so
Okay.
that might be the deciding factor, but
Okay.
don't hold me to it.
Oh, no, yeah, don't worry. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So Nicole and Colin on serve first.
No nerves or anything.
No, not at all. And that's an important point to
Right.
bring up, Angela. None of these four players have been here on the court
Right.
before in front of the cameras. I can't overstate how big of a factor that is. Even though they've all played college tennis
Right.
and pretty high levels,
Tournaments and, yep.
competitive, the cameras just add a different
Yep.
layer. So I like how he goes to the
I think
spinner
they're
on the first
getting,
serve.
they're just getting their nerves out, I think, right now.
For sure. And that usually, in my experience sitting up here and watching, that usually takes about 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
For everybody to kind of settle in and get used to the
Yep.
different environment. So after that double, Colin started just using a spin serve on the first serve, which I think is really smart, just to make sure that they have to play a ball. And I feel like in high pressure situations, that's definitely the go-to mindset for
Right.
me, is just like make sure they have to play a ball.
Right. Well, I feel like in general, women, we don't mind flat and hard as much.
Mm-hmm.
The women don't hit nearly as much variety of spin as the men, so that's tougher for us to handle.
Why do you think it is that women tend to drive the ball a little bit flatter, a little bit straighter?
We just, we don't play baseball. We don't, I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
It's funny though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
across the board, and even at professional level,
Yeah.
ladies tend to hit a little bit lower, a little bit flatter.
Right.
Just different style.
I had a pro that I used to work with at Gene back in Maryland at West Winds.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
he used to practice with the women down in Florida, and their coaches would be like, no topspin, or not, you can't hit much topspin there. That's not what they need. That's not what
That's fine.
they're going to be playing against.
All right, Eric to serve first. Serve volley. Oh, you can tell he's a paddle player.
Yep. He's one of the best paddle players in the state.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
So platform tennis or
Yeah.
paddle tennis is really popular in cold weather states like here in Wisconsin. It's about a third the size of a tennis court, and the game is all about just in your face, close as tight as possible on top of the net. And so you can just tell the way he came in on that first volley. He's just charging in after
Yep.
the serve. I love it. Very smash mouth kind of play style for most paddle players. Ooh, good serve, good return.
Good return, Colin.
Yeah, it's a tough ball on this court especially.
Is this court fast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it skips quite a
Right.
lot, especially off the lines are super fast. Wow, good defense. Yeah, paddle.
Right?
That's
in.
tough. Amazing defense off the return of serve from Nicole there.
Yep.
That was a big serve out wide. Shows the value of just making them play, even if it
Right.
felt like a sitter to Angie. Gave her a chance. Good hands. little bit of miscommunication
Yep.
there. Nice defense. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Good lob.
Just the way they planned it out, right?
Yeah, yep. What does that mean?
Yeah. Well, classic doubles communication snafu there. They're going Australian.
Uh-huh.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't know if she made a mistake or they really did that on purpose.
Great serve. I'm surprised Angie didn't make a play at that.
Yep. Good lob.
I've seen some nice variety already from all four of them.
Yep.
And just in general, I would say, Angela, I just kind of feel or sense like the level of experience all four of these players have. That first game, super shaky.
Right.
But then you can right away sense them all kind of like calming themselves down, settling in.
Right.
Now the points are getting longer. There's more
Yep.
variety in the points. Players without this much experience would have a hard time riding the ship after that first game.
Yep.
And I jinxed the players.
Yeah, she's staying back. That's what I thought she would do.
Good return.
But now, like, if you watch college tennis, a lot of them, they don't serve and volley. They do that, like, one up, one back, and
Mm-hmm.
just blast it.
It's funny. I played 2 or 3 seasons of paddle league in Maryland when I was out there, and I just so feel the paddle player in Eric.
Right.
You're exactly right. He's
Right.
playing a lot of that sport. Look at how close he is.
Nice shot, Eric. Good move.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
that's just classic. I love it.
I almost only played paddle this past winter.
Oh yeah,
I
nice.
loved it. Yeah.
There's not a lot around Milwaukee. Where did you play?
At the Elite Club on Barker.
Okay.
But that
It's
club's
closing,
closing.
isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're moving the courts. We were hoping they were going to move them to Highlander. They're moving them over to River Glen, which is pretty far for us.
Is that the one up on
On
Mequon?
Good Hope.
On Good Hope.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're saving the courts.
Yeah.
Paddle. Oh, the sidewinder.
Nice ups, Eric.
What's the score? I have no idea. It's so hard to
It's,
keep track of the score.
they broke there, so it'll be 1 serving 2, so they're back on serve.
Okay. For whatever reason, when I'm in this position doing commentary, it's so hard for me to keep track because I'm just like having so much fun kind of analyzing what's going on the court. Big shout out to all 400 of you watching right now live. Great to have you guys here. Just checking out the chat really quick. Joseph, no, definitely don't recommend continental grip for forehand. I'd say at least Eastern forehand grip. Don't see a whole lot of continental forehands out there.
No, not since we got rid of wooden rackets.
That's right. Yeah, it's been a little while. Made sense back in the old days when your sweet spot was like that big. Hey, what's up, Samson? I saw you saying earlier it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day. Somebody's saying that the orange shoes are not pairing with the orange on the scoreboard. Can we change that, or is that not easy to change? Yeah, we should have asked them to coordinate outfits. Yeah, sorry guys, we didn't think I had enough to ask them to kind of color coordinate. No? Okay, sorry. So Angie and Eric serving right now. Net?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yep.
Yeah. How did 3 of them not hear it?
No. Eric did, right?
Yeah, Eric put up 2 fingers. Ooh, that's nice.
Yep.
Oh, where?
Well, in paddle, the ad court player. Oh wow, that's beautiful.
That's
In paddle, the ad court, you definitely take the middle because
Yeah.
the court's so much smaller.
Right. Just so you have the forehand.
Right.
It's still pretty aggressive though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear where you're coming from. It was going to be a tough shot for either of them.
Right. Wow, nice serve.
Good serves by Angie.
Yeah.
I love to see her coming in behind the serve too.
Yep.
I don't see a whole lot of serve and volley from female players, do you? Here and there?
Yeah, not as much.
It's a great serve.
Yep. Oh, good
Good
volleys.
hands. Troy, I would say, yeah, the out wide serve can be problematic just because it opens up a lot of
Right.
angles for the returner.
Right.
So if it's a great out wide serve, it can work fine. But if the returner gets a good cut at it, then it leaves the net player on the serving side a little bit hanging out to dry because it's just tough to cover all those angles.
Right. Good serve,
Ooh.
Angie. Yeah, I think in doubles, getting your first serve and serving more towards the tee.
Yeah. I agree. I would say the 80% for me is probably
Right.
body or tee, a combination of those two.
Right.
And kind of save the out wide as a mix up or a
Right.
change of pace.
Yep.
Looked out to me.
That's generous. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was out.
Definitely a generous call. We see a lot of generous calls here on the Central Tennis Court. The
You're on
cameras,
film. It's on
yeah,
film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Since we have replays in
Right.
the edited versions, it generally leads people to be very, very generous. Nice cover by Angie.
Yep. That's out. That's out.
Nice, good play.
Nice hold.
Nice movement by Eric and Angie there.
Yep. I find since I play more doubles, I don't even know how to call that serve any for my when I'm returning. I
Yeah.
just rely on my partner.
That's funny. So you
Unless it's really out, I just play it. Good return.
Rob, that's a good question. We'll talk about that. Oh, man. Yeah,
Good
ball.
shot.
Rob in the chat, I'm curious what your thoughts are here, Angela. What is the etiquette in the U.S. about driving directly at the body of the net player? How do you feel about going at somebody?
I feel like in mixed,
Oof, good ball.
don't go for the woman's head, and I actually at this level I have no fear. It's when you're playing like an 8-0 match, you got like a 4-0 guy who he's hitting hard but he doesn't know where he's hitting it. That's when I'm the most scared.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're saying the 4-5 or maybe even 5-0 guys,
Oh, they know where they're hitting it. They
there's
have
not
control.
as many errant
Right.
attacking type shots.
Well, not just no. I'm not afraid they're going to hit me by accident. If they hit me, they meant to hit me, and that's usually not what's going on unless
Okay.
there's a fight or something.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got you. So in other words, you feel totally comfortable being hit
Yes.
towards
Oh yeah.
in a mixed match. And there's it sounds like you're saying there's a big difference between that and somebody trying to hit you.
Well, yes, and
Like malicious.
like I said, right. But this level of tennis
Mm-hmm.
at 9-0, like I said, I'm not afraid of accidentally getting hit because it's not going to happen.
Gotcha.
And also, they're not serving easier to the women or anything. Like if we're out there playing mixed, like don't patronize us. You know what I mean? Like we signed up for this, so.
Yeah. I totally
Right.
agree with you. I would say especially at this level, it's like
Right.
everybody knows what they're getting into. They
Right.
know the level of intensity and offensiveness, aggressiveness that just kind of comes with this level. And so anybody who's offended by being hit towards on an
Right.
easy floater basically just kind of stops playing
Right.
by this level, I would say.
Right.
Yeah, that's my opinion. It's totally a fair game. Like
Right.
everybody on this court has incredible amount of experience, and they've been around the block many, many, many times. And when you get an easy ball and there's a net player sitting there, it's just the right play.
Right.
It's just the right shot to go in that direction. It doesn't mean, like Angela said,
Right.
it doesn't mean you're aiming for their head. There's a big difference between hitting towards them and
Right.
head hunting.
Right. Yeah, it's not any different from a men's match or a women's match.
No. Yeah, totally agree.
Right.
Yeah, net player's fair game. But I will say, as being a coach that spent a lot of time at clubs, at lower levels of doubles,
Right.
people get triggered
Yes.
way too easily.
Right.
So you kind of have to know the environment, the level,
Right.
the
Country
culture.
club, is it a husband-wife thing? Is it
Totally.
a social? Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not so simple as just knowing that it's like the right shot. Some people actually will get bent out of shape about it. But generally, that's at lower to, intermediate. Lower intermediate, I would say. Wow.
Wow. Nice
That's
return,
really good
Colin.
return.
Wow, nice serve.
You know what the score is, Angela?
I don't know. I know
Yeah,
it's
see?
3-2, but I don't
So
know. We've been talking too much.
Oh, great point. Oh,
No, good
just
point.
missed it. Where are we at, James? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, maybe we can tilt this just a little bit.
3 serving 2? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Mic belts, a little bit of equipment malfunction there, maybe from Colin. I know how that goes.
Oh, they're
Playing
both
double
standing
back.
back.
Interesting.
Well, maybe because of where Angie's standing too, it's a little less predictable.
Good hands.
Yep.
Lovely
Oh,
ball.
nice shot. That was a great point.
I feel like that's such a hallmark. You see Australian on this side, you see double back on that side. When you watch beginner to intermediate levels of doubles, it's just the same.
Right.
One up, one back. Back
Right.
player stays back, and the net players kind of watch the ball go back and
Right.
forth. It's so refreshing to see experienced
Yep.
players pull out those different looks.
It's out. It's out.
Oh, West.
Oh, that closer than I
Almost.
thought, but yeah.
I was surprised to see Angie not go at Nicole on that first one.
Hmm.
Looked like she had a good chance to attack in that one. I'm curious what their mindset is on going Aussie on Nicole. Oh, good take. Good take by
It
Angie.
could be that they both like their that way they have their forehands towards the middle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it might not have anything to do with Nicole. It might have to do with the
That's a good
court.
point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe Angie's not a fan of her backhand volley,
Right.
and or Eric doesn't like his backhand ground stroke.
Right.
Oh, that's a tough return.
Right. Oh my gosh! Wow.
That's an interesting question. Billy in the chat said, is 4-0 considered intermediate? And I agree with somebody in the chat said range of 4-0, from bottom to top
Well,
is
yeah.
big.
Same with 4-5. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So I would say depending,
Good shot, Eric.
that's paddle all day. I'd say depending on where you are geographically and whether you're an entry-level 4-0 or a high-level 4-0, I would say is definitely advanced in a lot of
Right.
areas. How do you feel?
Yeah. I mean, and I have a friend who played D1, was Big Ten Player of the Year twice. Somehow she's a 4-0 right now. So sometimes it's like crazy what the
And do you
ratings
think
are.
is it a good rating for her?
No.
Oh, it's not? Okay, so that's a whole nother conversation. We're not going to say who that is, right?
No. She knows who she is. Yeah, it totally depends where you live, and there's a big range.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys are both high level 4-5s. So yeah, I mean, and 4-5 you're getting more off. I would say 4-0 is middle of the bell curve, maybe towards the right side of the bell curve. 4-5 now you're getting, and then
Pretty far
yeah,
over.
pretty far over.
Yeah. Look how close Colin is to the net.
Yep.
I love how aggressive all 4 of these players are. Good support there by Colin
Yep.
after the double fault. Something else that you really just don't see from experienced doubles players is like the head drop, like shoulder slump.
Right. Good shot. Good volley.
After a a double fault
Right.
or a missed overhead or something like that. Like with players that have been around the block this many times, it's unconditional support.
Right.
Doesn't-
We're a team. Yep.
Yeah, 100%. And some toss
Yeah.
issues for Nicole, maybe.
Yeah. It seems like it. There's no sun in here.
Yeah. But there's cameras.
Right.
Good hands, Eric. Yeah.
Wow. Good point.
Great play.
Wow. Good talking, you guys.
Nicole's a big hitter from back there.
Right.
Can definitely see that's her comfort zone.
Right.
You can tell she has no hesitation about pulling the trigger either,
Right.
and just going for a big shot.
Good shots. I mean, she's not that many years out of college, so she's,
Oh, really?
yeah. Yeah, she's in her, I would say, mid-20s.
Okay.
So she still has that.
She's got the fire in the belly still, and the legs.
Right.
It's good to hear her joking about it, at
Right.
least. Everybody's been there. Good support by Colin.
Right.
Paris Bros, what's up? Good to see you guys here in the chat.
Oh, good shot. Sometimes there's almost no swing on his volleys,
Yeah.
which is great, I
And
think.
the
But
way
it's
he uses
right, exactly.
his hand and his wrist,
Right.
like
Yeah.
he's got so many markers of a paddle player.
Right. Good hold. Way to hang in there.
All right, where are we at? All right, so Angie Eric up a break. It's just impossible for me to keep track of the score.
You need like something.
Yeah, we need a Megatron.
Right.
Yeah, just a HDMI. Yeah, that would be nice. Actually, it'd be fantastic to be able to watch from that angle sometimes too.
Or we
Thanks,
could
everybody.
just get a piece of paper.
You know what? Scott Brody, the last time he was up here with me, that's what he was doing,
Uh-huh.
and I probably, or you know what? I should just be doing this. That's what I should do.
Oh.
You're so smart, Angela. So Eric and Angie up
4.
4-3, right?
Yeah.
And it's their serve, right?
Yeah, Angie's
Four
Angie's
serving
serve.
3.
Yep.
I feel like who did you give the edge to?
I said
pre-match?
Angie's more of a serve and volleyer, a little
Yeah.
bit Nicole's a baseliner, so
Eric and Angie are a tough team.
Yeah.
Between Eric's like in your face kind of smother the net kind of
Right.
style, and Angie with the all court
Right.
comfort, they're a tough team.
yep.
It's interesting, stylistic contrast, because Nicole's got the probably the biggest baseline
Right.
game on the court,
Right.
and Colin's super comfortable smothering the net too.
Right.
So it's kind of like a traditional like net attack kind of mindset versus
Right.
a one up one back.
Good shot.
Just right on.
Well, and they've been playing together for years. They've known each
Oh,
other
yeah.
for years.
Okay.
Whereas I don't know how long. I mean, Nicole hasn't even been in Wisconsin that long.
Gotcha.
So this.
That counts for a
yeah.
lot,
Yep.
which is funny because they've had like 2 or 3 communication
Right.
snappers.
Oh.
That's a really nice move by Colin. You'd love to have that volley back.
Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
wow.
Good job.
I mean, it was a great return
It
by
was.
Colin, but
Yep.
Eric was just a mile ahead of it.
Yep.
There's just something real, I can like feel that, the quickness and the anticipation.
Right.
It's such an intimidating thing.
Yep. Oh. Was that it?
Oh my.
Wow.
When you have somebody that active,
Right.
it just makes you second guess like
Right.
everything you do.
Yep.
That's one of the biggest moves I've seen in a long time, all the way across for that
Yep.
ball. Like paddle is one thing when the court is
The
that
court's
small,
so right.
but when you have this much
Right.
court to cover,
Nice shot, Nicole.
it's kind of a statement 1-2 punch there.
Right.
The serve and the swing volley. Good hands by
Nice.
Angie. Not Angie, Nicole.
Yep.
That's a much tougher shot than it looks like.
Right. And getting at their feet was really smart.
Yeah, it was a perfect reply. Most players would kind of like panic and squeeze the racket a little too much and pop it up. Good defense.
Nice.
Nice. Good attack. Really smart by Nicole to
Right. Go
target
behind
Eric
him
there.
and go behind him.
Yeah,
Yep.
but also since Eric was like 3 steps inside the baseline,
Right.
had the chance to make an awkward shot for him.
Good hold.
All right, so we'll see if Eric and Angie can serve it out, close out the first set. It's been a good set.
Yeah.
I think your initial thoughts are spot on. Just the experience together and
Right.
the style being really offensive and in your face. They're a tough team, but Colin and Nicole have stuck in there really
Right.
well, even
Yep.
through some struggles with
Yeah.
the toss. And
Yeah. Holding there was really big, I think.
for sure. Colin with some double faults, early in the set. So the
Right.
fact that they're still totally in the set
Right.
says a lot
Right.
about their tenacity and just kind of sticking in there. It's just great to see them smiling, and
Yep.
that's kind of the nice thing about doubles. A lot of times is you have that ability to kind of
Right.
commiserate and like laugh stuff
Right.
off, like with your
Yep.
partner.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I feel like it's a lot tougher for me to have a sense of humor about things when I'm by myself.
Right. That's one of the great things about playing with Ira, right?
Oh,
He's
man,
always
yeah.
keeping you laughing.
Yeah, there's always something to laugh about when you're playing
Right.
with Ira. If it's not his shirt, it's his hair.
Right.
If it's not his hair, it's
Right.
him swearing.
Right.
There's something. You got the fan section in the corner there. All right, here we go. So Eric's serving to take the first set.
Good serve.
That's the way you want to start it. Easy first point. Going right back to the Australian. Interesting that Colin shifted back a couple of times earlier in the set, and now he's deciding to stay in.
Nice
Oh,
serve.
that's tough.
Personally, when they're playing Australian, I like to hang back a little bit, because just to give myself a little more time.
Sure.
Which direction are they going to go?
Yeah, there's something really unsettling about the other net player being right in front of you.
Nice serve.
This is how you close out a set. I probably just jinxed him. Double coming. Eric's got a big serve.
Yep.
Wow. That's tough.
That's not what I expected on that one.
What's that, Nicole's?
No, Eric's kind of lob volley thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. It worked.
All right. Well, there's the first set for Eric and Angie, 6-4. Just one break? No, we had two. We had a couple breaks, right?
Right.
Didn't they swap earlier?
They took the first. Colin and Nicole took the first two games. And then.
Good memory. Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. So there were actually quite a few breaks. Not in the beginning. Not so much towards the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicole held that one time where she struggled, so I think everyone's held since then.
So I feel like at this point, Colin and Nicole absolutely have the tools in the toolbox. They have the skills in the games to take a set here.
Right.
But they're gonna have to be sharp. Like if there's a 5-minute lull, either whatever with the serve or with some missed volleys or overheads.
Yeah.
I feel like Angie and Eric are really playing tough.
Yeah, they are.
So we'll see if they can come back. They have what it takes. I need to do just to get one. Yeah, and I'll probably do two of them. I'm gonna do like a sponsor
For the
like
tournament?
Think
Or-
sponsor. No,
Okay.
Player Court sponsors our
Yep.
match play. I basically would forget everything if it was just me like talking to myself.
Right.
Oh, that's
Wow.
a smart play for Colin to just go kamikaze on it. Yeah, that was a really, really smart play.
Yep. Good hold. That's how you start a set.
There you go. Yeah. That's a statement hold after losing the first set and then coming out and serving like that. It's really nice to see that. Thanks everybody for joining us today live. Those of you who are here live, really appreciate it. And Bill asked in the chat, reintroduce you because we haven't seen you before.
Yep.
So Angela, really appreciate having you here. Angela and I have played mixed together once or twice. She's Ira's steady, right on the mixed the mixed court.
Yep.
So super experienced. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you. It's fun.
Yeah, sure. Big thank you to the sponsor of this match. PlayerCourt.com is an incredible resource. If you're watching these players, it's inspiring you and motivating you to work on your own game or find a local partner to be able to go out and play matches like this. PlayerCourt.com has a directory full of players and full of coaches. that can be matched specifically to you, to your playing level, and to your location, wherever you happen to live. So for a limited time, if you go to the link on the screen right now, playyourcourt.com/ET, Scott and Nate over there, they've been kind enough to offer a discount for viewers of Essential Tennis. And if for no other reason, just to say thank you to them, they're sponsoring this match. They're making it possible. So please go over to playyourcourt.com/ET. They're an incredible resource if you're a passionate player, whether you want to train, practice, get a lesson. Playyourcourt.com/ET. Big thank you to Scott and Nate. Angela's a 4-5 player.
Good shot, Angie.
All right.
This Angela, not that one.
Yes.
Brian calls her Ange, and sometimes when we're all on this court together, I'm like, wait
That's
a minute.
confusing.
Yeah.
It's a good ball.
Oh, that's in. That's in.
Come on, get there.
Watch it.
Nice lob.
Is it 15 all?
Yeah.
I feel like big opportunity here for
Yep.
Colin and Nicole.
It's interesting that they're having her serve first.
And it, yeah, I totally agree.
Because it's just no wind or sun or anything.
After that big statement hold
Right.
by Nicole and Colin, I feel like they could grab a big chunk of momentum here, potentially. Ooh. I always kind of get a feel when you're watching tennis when there's these kind of pivot
Yep.
points or
Yep.
turning points. Yeah, interesting call to have her serve first when
I wonder if they
Eric-
if they just were on autopilot or
maybe.
I don't know.
But Eric held so easily in his
Right.
last game.
Right.
Oh, here we go. 2 break points.
Can you wait? Send the questions down to the interviewers.
We'll do after the match.
Right.
We'll kind of do
Right.
a quick press conference with them.
Yep.
So that'll definitely be a
Oh, it was open.
good play by Eric. That's
Yep.
so tough. What was the other big question we had? And
The
mindset on the Australian.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have
Maybe
to
they might not want to tell us though. That might be a secret.
trade
We
secret.
can ask,
yeah,
yeah.
you never know.
Because they've got that big tournament coming up, you know.
Yeah.
Out. Good eye.
It's a deceptively good volley
Right.
by Eric there.
Pulling
just
her
to
in.
drop it, drop it short. So it's just a little bit awkward for her to move in.
Yep.
She just loves teeing off on that backhand. So hitting it like firm in her strike zone would
Right.
probably be no bueno.
That's a good serve.
Oh, wow.
But good love.
Colin. Yeah.
Oh, good close, Colin.
Colin was a man on a mission there after
Yep. Yep.
that lob dropped. Breakpoint number 3. Ooh.
Oh, that was a good return and a good response from Angie.
You think that ball was going out?
No,
No.
no.
Yeah, that's a tough volley.
Yeah.
Down break point. Impressive.
Nice serve. Good hold.
Yeah, that's a tough
That
hold
was a
by
fight.
Angie. Some great serves in there,
Yep.
and some great volleys from Eric. That's all you gotta do, Angela. Great serves, great volleys. You know,
Yeah, that's all. That's
pretty standard.
Yep.
You just do those 2 things, you'll be a good team. That's why you and I pair up so well, right? Big serves, good volleys.
Yep. Ooh.
my scoreboard here.
Yep.
Let's go I here.
Oh, we're going I formation.
I'm going to go this way.
Eric
Oh,
made the right call.
yep.
When you play a team in I formation, the best thing you can do is just, as the returner, is just pick a side ahead of time before the serve gets hit and just
Right.
go for it. You try to play the game of, oh, which way are they going, and like try to catch them. It's really, really tough.
In. Wow, he really got up on that one.
Wow.
That's a great overhead.
Which one?
It's
2 points
15:30,
ago?
I think.
I don't remember.
5:30. It's 5:30.
Sorry. Good thing
Oh, that one
Angela's-
back there on the baseline? Yeah, that was way out.
It's a good thing Angela's here.
Nice serve, Nicole.
That's a game.
So I feel like Colin and Nicole definitely have kind of like settled
Right.
into a solid groove now.
Yep.
Colin's been super solid at the
Right.
net the last couple games, and Nicole's hitting great shots from the baseline.
Sure. Right, and that can be a really good team if you've got
Yeah.
someone really effective from the baseline and someone
Super
really great at the
active
net.
and-
Yeah.
Look at the position for Colin.
Right.
It's real aggressive. He's just basically baiting Eric right now. Backing off it a little bit. Wow, that's a big second serve.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, I almost got that back.
Yep.
I think Eric almost kind of expected it to come a lot faster than that.
Right.
It ended up being kind
Yep.
of a. We've
Well,
all been there. We're like,
right.
like kind of
Yeah,
swing
you
at
don't
it 3
time it
times.
right, yep.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's a good eye. It was definitely back.
yep. Good
Nice
hold,
play
Nicole.
by Colin. Yeah. All right. Great start to the set.
Yep.
A solid play by all 4. Angie dug herself out. It easily could have been 0-3
Right.
for Eric and Angie's. Nice job by them. And my son is back behind the curtain.
So where did you guys? Are we always on mic? Where did you guys move to? Do you want to tell any? I won't.
We're halfway between Madison and Milwaukee.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Is
tell you
it kind of? Is it off the freeway a bit or?
Not far.
Okay.
It's pretty close to the freeway, but
Okay.
very, very rural.
Okay,
Super
fun.
rural area. Joel. Joel, you need to come out. James, you just tell Joel he needs to stay. He's behind the curtain right over there. No, James, he's back. He's over there.
He's behind Angie.
Just tell him he's got to stay behind the baseline curtain.
So they had pickle lines here before.
Yeah.
Do you do pickle? Do you ever even tried it?
I don't.
I've never tried
I've played it.
Okay.
And I love any racket, paddle,
Uh-huh.
any kind of.
Right.
I'm a huge fan, but I haven't gotten into it.
No.
You haven't even tried it?
No. I've heard it's really bad. It's bad for your tennis. That's what I hear.
I feel. I know a lot of people who say that about ping pong and racquetball, and I've always.
I think racquetball too. Squash, I think, and paddle are good. That's
Yeah?
That's how,
I think
ping
you have to
pong,
know
I think
yourself.
is fine. Yeah.
I think you have to know yourself. Some people will totally blow up their tennis. I've never had that experience, but some people, like very, very good tennis players I've known in the past have sworn that if they play 5 minutes of ping pong, like it'll totally screw up their tennis. So I think you just kind of have to know your game.
Right. But you could get 2 courts of pickle
Yeah.
going.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Kind of like, not exactly like in the sense that
No,
like
yeah.
you want to get close,
Yeah.
but
Well, there's
with the
that
kitchen
thick
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's a different kind of strategy. Colin's got a great return to serve.
Yep.
Just very reliable, very steady. And Eric there, I'm pretty sure he could have kissed the net tape.
Yep. He was there. They're doing it again.
Yeah, I can't wait to ask him about that. It's a good play by Colin.
Good shot.
Eric just kept it so low. He
Uh-huh.
made it too tough to really attack on, but I like the move by Colin. I love how Colin's standing in there. Look how close he is.
Yep. Oh. Okay, now they're going. No, they're going back to Australian.
It's interesting.
Yep.
Did they start at standard? They did,
They
right?
did, yeah.
At least a game or two?
Yep.
So
Good hold.
I'm guessing there's something, I might be wrong, but I'm guessing there's something they're seeing with their
Maybe.
opponents.
Maybe.
Otherwise, since they know each other so well, it seems like they would just start with that from out of the gate. But maybe I'm wrong. Eric was another easy hold.
Yep.
Connor said, "What do you think about lobs and doubles?" It's like kind of a must-have shot, especially against really aggressive players.
Right.
Ooh, good hands.
Nice shot.
That being said, I think some players there can be like an over-dependency on it,
Right.
and against good net players, when you lob too often, then it just totally
Right.
takes away how effective it is.
Right. I like throwing in a lob off the return and then
Yeah.
taking the net once in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great
Good
as
serve.
a change-up, as like a change of pace, as like a check on like somebody who's
How-
really offensive, like
It's
like
really
Eric.
on top of the net moving forward. Yep.
Yeah. Maybe I just need to like position the plastic thing in a different spot for a little while. How does it sound? Yeah. What do you guys think about the ShamWow mics? Thumbs up or thumbs down compared to the old school broadcaster mics? Wow, good hands.
That's in. That's in.
It's tough. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Great defense by Eric and Angie.
Yep. It sounds like he's saying yo instead of you, but
Maybe
I don't
maybe
know.
that's the way, you know.
Right.
A bit of Rocky Balboa call.
Right.
Yo. That's smart.
Nice.
Smart shot by Eric, not overcooking that. That'd be a really easy ball to.
All right. That's our first break this set.
All right, Angie and Eric off a break. It's 3-2. Scott Brownie says thumbs up on the mics. John M says thumbs up on the mics.
Hi, Scott. Tell Katie hi.
All right, that's good. I have an unusual cranium, so I have to figure out. Yeah, I need to figure out the sizing. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. Hope you're enjoying the match. It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been a good competition.
This set has really been tight. I mean, that
Mhm.
could have done it. We'll see. There's still a lot of time left.
Yeah, definitely. But that being said, Eric hasn't even been close to a tight service game in a while. Angie, on the other hand, like she saved 3 break points in her
Right.
last service game. So if I'm Nicole and Colin, I'm really bringing up my intensity right now for this
Right.
game coming up. The strap down? Yeah, I moved it up because it's kind of digging into my. So I was trying to find a different like position for it. Yeah. Alex, am I happy I'm a 4 or 5 again? Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to be a 5-0, you know, just like the ego, you know, side of me. I would rather say I'm a 5-0 player, but the reality of my results recently very clearly say that I'm not a 5-0, at least not relative to our local
Right.
area. So.
There's a lot more opportunity at 4 or 5 too. There's very few,
Yeah.
at least here. Maybe if you live in a big city, you
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
But nice, Nicole.
Yeah, I don't think there's any 5-0 league play.
We are
There's
actually
tournaments.
doing a women's one this
Really?
summer, but mainly to help them advance.
What do you mean?
Angie and Nicole are in a really good team.
Okay.
And we have a couple other teams that have some 5-0s and a lot of 4 or 5s.
Okay.
So we're friends with them, and we want someone to go to nationals, so or to sectionals. So we'll just for us, it's fun. For them, it's they get to advance.
Interesting. It's too bad in a smaller market like ours that you have to kind of game the system to be able to play or advance
Right.
or whatever. But it is it is what it is. If we don't have the high level participation.
That numbers, yeah. Well, and here's my little complaint against the USTA this year.
Mhm.
So they started having 40 and over 5 years ago. Maybe they changed it so it's 40s and 55s now.
Okay.
So the 4, 5, 40 and over used to be able to have 3 5-0s on the team, and they had to play on the one court, which is great because if you're 40 and you're a 5-0, you really are not going to have opportunities.
Yeah.
Well, they got rid of that this year. The 5-0s aren't allowed to play. I have no idea why, but
Who knows?
yeah.
Where are we at? 30 on. Here we go. Another potential opportunity here.
Yep. Yeah,
So.
that takes pressure off of her. That's really,
Oh yeah. To have a partner like
have a
that.
partner, yep.
Yeah, it helps so much. So yeah, I'm happy to be 4 or 5 in the sense that it's gonna, as Angela is saying, it's gonna open up chances for me to participate and get out there and have more repetition. So for that reason, I'm happy about it. That's a situation where you're not sure if switch means this
Right.
side or that side.
Right.
Switch, no, the other switch. Tom, the big mix tournament in Milwaukee is it the weekend of July 4th?
The weekend after.
After? Okay.
Yeah.
The weekend after the 4th of July.
Nice shot,
That's
Eric.
really tough. He's so close to the net.
Yep.
I'm a little surprised they're not trying more lobs off the return. Because he literally could just,
Right.
he could touch the net with his
Right.
hand. But it's tough because with Angie
Yeah.
coming in behind her
Right.
serve, she's a threat as well right
Right.
off the bat. Oh, that's a smart shot. That's
Because
really
I
tough.
thought she was going to go down this alley, and I think they kind of maybe were leaning that way too. That was
Yeah.
really smart.
Alex, we're located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Does USTA give players separate ratings for singles and doubles? Nope.
If you want to get bumped up or down, play singles.
I've heard
It's harder
that.
in doubles.
It's basically larger weighted.
Well,
singles.
it's a one-on-one, versus if you play doubles, is it you? Is it your partner? Is it their partner?
Oh.
Wow.
It's a case of making your own luck up there.
Right.
And again, I'm sorry, I keep saying it, but just such a classic paddle. You get
Right,
kind of the frying
exactly.
pan
Yep,
kind of volley.
Yep.
And when you're that close to the net, even when you don't hit
Right.
it cleanly, you can.
Now, okay, they're doing that on her serve
Oh,
too.
interesting. Huh. This is the first one, right?
Yep. Good hold.
Wow. Yeah.
I just think they like their moving
I bet you're
into their
right.
forehand
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, I agree. Brian in the chat, a couple people saying, wow, Eric. I'm a little surprised to not see more attempts with how close he is and how
Right.
disruptive he's being.
Right.
Nice, good play.
Shot, Colin.
Eric, you got to go off the screen, buddy.
I'm getting more used to that now than
Yeah.
not. And it's like, I'm like, oh, yeah, I can't do that now.
Yeah, yeah. It takes a while for your brain to
Right.
shift over. That's still in play.
Yep. Just wide, I think.
Still not the toss she wanted to hit, I
Right.
don't think. It's a tough thing.
Yep. They don't limit the number of lets, so.
Have you ever done more than 2?
Oh,
That's my record.
I don't know. I think I have maybe.
Yeah?
Mine usually stays pretty low. Good point. I thought she should have lobbed maybe one of those,
Yeah.
right?
Tell you what, though, that was one of the bigger forehands we've
Yeah.
seen on the court.
Yep. But some people, you just can't go through them.
Yeah. Where are we at?
5-all.
5-all. Oh, this is kind of a must-hold game
Yes.
here. And go down 5-2 would be
And then
really
Eric's
tough.
next.
Yeah.
Maybe that was their thing. We'll have Eric close it out. Maybe that was their plan.
Yeah, they knew it. Yeah, they knew ahead of time.
Right. It's out.
You don't see Eric just miss many volleys,
Yep.
you know, without being under a lot of stress. I don't know how happiest Nicole is about that position Collins in. Saw her have to shift there.
She didn't want to hit him, I think.
Right, yeah. Yeah, he's really squeezing
Right.
close to the middle on that
Right.
side. But not on Angie's side for some reason. Smart.
Yep.
That's what I'd like
Right.
to see more from. That's tough. Or at least try it, you know? Like
Right.
maybe Eric has like the world's greatest smash, but how many times have we seen him get lobbed or the attempted,
Right.
lob?
And as you said, the guys are staying so close to the
Yeah,
net.
both of them are.
Yep.
It's making me second guess my net position. Next time I go and play doubles, I'm going to be getting
Well, that's
closer.
that's totally a paddle thing. I mean, you really,
Definitely.
yeah. So they're used to it.
Mike, I played like a season of 5-0 out of college. I played a season of 5-0 while I was in college, and then I think a year or two after I graduated, I played like 4 or 5 matches at 5-0. Then didn't play for a long time, then played 4-5. All right, Angela, it's do or die time here.
Yeah.
We all know what it feels like to just kind of be behind or under the gun rather, in this situation. And it's unfortunate that Eric has
Yeah.
had the easiest time holding out
Right.
of all 4 players.
Right.
So they're going to have to come up with something special here. Strong sock game by both gentlemen.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Oh, good point. A little scrambling there. Colin's socks especially.
Eric's going with like the classic 80s,
Right.
the lines. And Colin looks like he's got some church socks on. Oh, wow. Just,
Back in the 80s, we used to tuck our sweatpants into the big
Yeah.
socks. I don't know why we did that.
it keeps the sweat just like kind of
Yeah.
funneling in a little closer, you know?
Oh, he was bringing that one.
He's thinking about that forehand volley he missed. That's a big serve.
Do you have a radar? So you guys talk about it.
We
Is
do it afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's over 100 for sure. Maybe 105 or 110. I'm guessing. What do you think?
I don't know because I don't use.
I'll mark
you-
the.
I was surprised with it when Ira first came back. It seemed like he was serving like 120, but not with a lot of effort. Like he seems like he has easy power on that serve. I don't know.
He does, yeah. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a good motion and a very flat motion.
Right.
So I think he kind of squeezes every drop out of. But you're right. He was hitting big serves. Nice
Yeah,
cover.
that's
from
in.
Colin. Good shot.
He's out.
Yeah.
Good. All right, 30 all. Tighter than we thought this game would be. Nice.
Good finish by Angela. Eric.
Eric's.
Yeah. Was Joel at? Oh. All right. Got a production assistant.
Good match, you guys.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Stick around because we're going to do a quick interview with all 4 players. Wow, how do you want us to be mic'd for that? Just carry these
Okay.
down. Okay. Angela, thank you. Any kind of final thoughts on the match? First of all, thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you. Well, I want to hear the answer to those 2 questions. Why did Angie serve first the second set, and then their Australian thing, which I have my thoughts about that, but
Yeah, I'm curious to find out.
yeah,
I feel like
I'm not that. I mean, that's kind of how I thought it might go.
I think it's a good call.
Yeah.
It's too bad we didn't see Nicole and Colin bring it back to even, but they did a good job early in that second
That
set.
second set, they really started strong. Yeah.
Yeah, it was neck and neck. And they even had those break chances against Angela.
Was it everything on left? Was it
Go for it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it might have been your AirPods then.
That's what it's there for. We got beers getting
Beer?
open down there. All right.
It's almost noon.
Yeah, it's close enough. All right, we're going to do interviews with the players here shortly, so stick around. Angela and I will ask a couple questions. Ira's in the chat. Ira says Angela is the absolute best. There you go. There's the doubles partner
Back
support.
at you, Ira.
All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll do a quick interview here. Yeah, sorry, this is so sketchy.
That's okay. I'm gonna hand my stuff down to you.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oh my God. Watch it. Yeah. Don't want to spill hot coffee with your. I think this is harder coming.
It is, yeah. Sorry, we need a better solution. It's obviously pretty makeshift. I'll hold the ladder for you.
Thanks.
Good transition.
It's like getting in a canoe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
That was fun.
Yeah, sure.
You didn't talk about the tournament very much, just a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have to. Yeah, we brought it up once or twice. We'll throw
Right.
it in here at the end
Right.
too. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna have him throw on his shirts. I'm sure you've seen
Good
Saints
call.
wearing his all the time.
So there was last year's. See, I see people wearing that color, and I thought it was the blue, and it just faded. The blue the year before was blue, so I thought they just washed them too much, and yeah. What's it gonna? I didn't play last year. Yeah, I was in Denver. What is it this year? What's the shirts? Okay.
They seem to be really popular.
Uh-huh.
They're great for just kind of wearing like
Yeah.
up to the court, taking them off. So we did hats the year before.
Yeah. I think I lost my hat. We were camping at Wyalusing, and I'm like, we were in our friend's car. We were in our car. I don't know. So, I love the hat.
Yeah.
Yep.
In that tournament. Doing any? Eric,
Do we?
are you
how
guys
many
doing
did you
video
bring?
this year for the McKinley?
Are we doing video?
Video, like the finals, gonna be videotaped?
Give one to Ian.
Anyone bring their McKinley Nick shirt?
Oh shit, I totally forgot.
To be
I have. I don't know why
I don't know where mine is.
I know both of mine
I'll
are
take
in
it.
the
I'll
dirty
take it.
laundry.
Yeah, exactly. I brought one as well.
Does are you guys gonna do video? Do you want me to put it on over this?
Oh my god, I'm like
You
so
sure?
sweaty.
It's gonna get sweaty.
Take it home, watch it, and give it back to me.
Okay. Okay.
We'll do a quick interview.
So it's not gross.
Quick press conference.
Sounds good.
I don't care.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks for playing. Good plan.
That was super fun. I'm
Yeah,
the one
it was
who's
fun
sweaty.
times.
I love that stuff. I just love playing. Like
is a little
camera.
big for me.
It's kind of fun to play inside because we've been playing outside so much. It's like, oh,
Right.
you can like hit the ball and
It's
you
like
know
being
where
on
it's going.
vacation in here. Yeah.
Eric,
Everything's so much easier.
Did you think of that or no? Were you guys planning on that or no?
What?
Like the finals, videotaping the finals for McKinley?
Oh no, we didn't think of it. No.
Be a good idea.
Yeah, it's not easy to put this stuff
All right,
together.
come on over.
Throw up
No,
a
it's
video
not.
camera.
We'll have Angela and I stand in the middle, and then
Okay.
2 teams on either side.
This Angela.
This is Angela.
You guys good? Squeeze in a little bit. It's a lot of people.
All right.
All right, we're here on the court with the players. First of all 4 of you, thank you so much
Yeah.
for coming and playing, especially in front of a live audience. It adds a little extra pressure and stress, and every player who comes out here to play in this court, I just really respect a lot. So thank you all for playing. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
it was great.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
You kind of forget about the cameras after a while.
Yeah.
Until you remind us.
It
again,
becomes
and then you're
strangely
like, oh.
normal. Yeah.
Well, then
it-
you do the interview, though, in the corner. I would think that would remind you. Yeah.
So just, I guess, let's just kick it off with just kind of an open-ended question. Either team can take this, but I'm curious from both sides. How did the match play out in terms of your expectations? Because you all kind of know each other relatively well, right? Not you, Nicole?
They do, but
You're-
I
you're-
Right. Yeah.
So how did the match unfold? Did it go the way you thought? And just generally, in hindsight, are you happy with how you played, or do you wish you made any adjustments? Let's start with you two.
Yeah, I mean, I think the match went. It was some good points, some close points. I knew that Eric was going to be super active at the net, which he was, and I knew Angie was going to have super good, solid cross-court returns and then really good first volleys, which she did. They started a little bit slow, so we got a little optimistic after the first 2 games, in both sets actually, and then just couldn't quite played pretty well. We played pretty well, but we just couldn't. There's just a couple points here and there that we made a couple extra errors, a couple extra double faults, which I think was the big difference.
How'd you feel it went, Nicole?
Not too bad. I think that they have better double strategy overall. I don't have great double strategy. I try to play singles and
Gotcha.
make it into a doubles match. And that's really where you guys closed really great, served good.
Have you guys played together much before?
Last night was the first time we
Okay.
hit
I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, good fight. I mean,
Yeah.
there were
No.
Angela and I were talking up in the booth. I mean, there were several points, especially I think early in the second set, where I mean, you guys had a chance, actually 3
Yeah,
chances
a
to go
chance
up
to
3-0.
break Angie
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it seems like you guys like had
That's-
the tools in the game, but maybe just not enough experience together to kind of make it gel.
Finish on those
Yeah.
points. Yeah.
All right, how about
you were-
how about you two? How did you feel like the match went overall?
I mean, I thought it went pretty well. Like they just said that we got off to a slow start there, and I was like, okay, here we go.
Was
We
it
gotta
a
get
little bit of
rolling.
nerves at the
I
first?
think it was, nerves. I mean, you can kind of feel your
Yeah.
hands shaking,
Yep.
hands are, your heart's racing. It's like that feeling you kind of have to go to the bathroom, but you don't actually have to. But no, it was a little nervous. But once you I know for me, once I had my first serve, I felt a lot more momentum of being able to like move into the net a little bit better. And that was Eric's big thing, was like, we got to close, we got to close, we got to close. So
Yeah, I mean, I think we executed pretty much what we talked about before the match, where just I'd never played against Nicole, but I knew like I didn't want to get involved in any baseline rallies. I'm a student of like winning ugly, so it's like it's not gonna look good. Like, we're gonna get into the net and we're gonna make them beat us. And I think we made serves. I don't remember any double faults. Things were getting hairy in there. Nicole pulled out some huge holds when things were dicey on her serve,
Yep.
and the
Yeah.
momentum
Yep.
could have shifted, but we
Yeah.
came through and consolidated our hold in the back end.
you fought that so well.
Right.
You fought it
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
better than I did
Right.
because I was
Oh
like,
my gosh.
That's
good.
tough.
So more power to you because
Yeah.
those are the tough mental
Right.
times. So
For sure.
good, nice work on that, for sure.
Couple tactical questions we
Yeah.
have for each team. For Colin and Nicole, I'm curious. Eric, in particular, was so on top of the net, like virtually, like hugging it. I'm curious why you guys didn't try lobbing more frequently. Did you talk about it or think about it?
Yeah, so I feel like we did lob a bunch on scramble points, and we actually won a lot of points. That like when we were scrambling, they were closing, and I was just kind of stabbing at it. And we had actually quite a few balls that worked out well, lobs in that. But maybe we should have lobbed more on returns. These courts are really fast, and their serves are coming.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah,
all their
it's
first.
true. It's hard.
They
Yeah.
had most of their first serves in, and they both have a low ball toss, so their ball stays low on the serve, and so it's really hard when the ball stays low and it skids. It's really hard to lob off the return. So I thought about it a couple times because Eric was super close to the net, and you could lob him. The thing is that Angie would have just stayed back and then just kind of hit a good ground stroke. So it would have prevented him from poaching, but I thought the risk-reward ratio wasn't there because of how fast the
Right.
ball was coming. But I
Gotcha.
probably could have tried it a couple more times.
Yeah.
And Angela, what were you?
Why did you serve first the second set? Did you
It-
think about it or?
We did.
We
We talked
did,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was our. We were in our rotation, and it was
Yeah,
kind of.
but we're inside. We're inside. There's no sun. There's
So-
no wind.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I don't know.
I
We
mean,
were,
I mean, part of it's like mojo. Sometimes I feel like when you
Right.
mix it up and you get
Yeah,
broke, you're like,
that's
oh
true.
no. So
Yeah.
like, we felt like
That's
the good
true.
rhythm. And
Yeah.
like letting me loose on Angie was serving well. Like she wasn't
Right.
struggling at all. And like
Right.
letting me loose up at the net
Yeah.
was an advantage too. So we
Yep.
could have gone either way.
and I know for me, for my comfort level, like I have absolutely no problem with Eric at the net.
And to speak
Like
to
if I get my first serve in and
Right.
Eric's at the net, it's a great situation for.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
on that topic, we on our little changeover between sets, we actually were talking about who we thought would serve first, and we thought maybe Eric could serve first because he has a couple extra miles an hour on his serve. But in that first set, Eric actually got broken once, and Angie held every
Right.
game that first set. So we actually
Yeah.
anticipated that Angie was going to serve first. She had
Interesting.
made all of her first serves
Right.
in, and then Eric was all over the net. So it was very
Yeah.
effective.
And something else we were wondering about you two was we'd be curious to hear commentary on the Aussie use. on
Always
the-
when it
on the ad
wasn't
side.
because it was the ad side, or was it because of something Nicole was
So-
doing? Or was it just?
Someone
So
was
I am
avoiding
a
my back.
This is all
Aussie,
Eric.
yeah?
All
I'm an
Eric.
Aussie disciple. It's probably like the most underused thing is you have, unless they go for the kryptonite, which they never did. They never lobbed over Angie when she was playing Aussie. But if I get to come in on my forehand,
Right, that's what I thought. You both were
Yeah.
kind of like moving into your forehand.
And I don't.
Right.
And that inside out forehand as a returner is tough when that person's right on top of the net. And it just seemed like it was really effective and it's underused.
Yep.
And people don't see it. Like that's the biggest thing. Like people
Right.
are just
Yeah.
used to hitting a cross-court ball, and you take that away, it takes a while to adjust.
I thought you did a really good job on the returns though, because you didn't give a lot down the middle for me to poach. Now I don't really play Aussie very much, so the momentum for me was a little bit different to try to move into that. But I thought your returns going down the line and pushing to make Eric actually hit that next shot was, I mean, that's
I
the next
actually
best
don't
thing.
mind
Is
when people play Aussie on me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it, but I figured you knew I liked my backhand cross court.
Yes.
You avoided that at all costs.
Right.
That was the big thing.
It was
we
super.
tried to avoid Colin's forehand as well on any serve.
Yeah.
That was probably pretty evident.
Nicole ripping backhands in my backhand volley. I did not want to get involved in.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Aussie was super
Smart.
effective. Nicole did not miss many of her returns down the line, but it was Nicole returned down the line, and then Eric was there with a forehand volley down the line to Nicole, and then they were 2 up, and we were 1 up, 1 back, and
Right.
even with amazing ground strokes like Nicole has, we're at a disadvantage when a good doubles team is 2 up and the
Right.
other team is 1 up, 1 back.
Right.
It's just a big
Right.
disadvantage.
Yep.
Awesome. Love the chess, the chess game back and forth.
It's way more fun to play chess with someone else on the court.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the tournament. You're all wearing this this fancy looking
Yeah.
shirt here. Tell us about the McKinley mix coming up.
Yeah, so McKinley Mixed, it used to be a huge tournament down at the Milwaukee lakefront, probably starting like in the 50s and 60s, and then it went away for a while. We brought it back a handful of years ago, and it's really trying to capture everything that's great about tennis and Milwaukee. So Milwaukee lakefront.
You guys are doing that right now.
yeah, this is pretty
You
much
got the
it.
shirt, you got the beer, we're on a tennis court.
Yeah.
So it's like part tennis tournament, part festival, just
Right.
good vibes,
Yeah.
good tennis, everyone's friendly.
The whole environment down at the lakefront at McKinley, and it's not the only site we do it because of the number of teams we have. We play at a couple different sites, but the idea is to allow everyone to play at McKinley at least once, get a good vibe down there. But I mean, you hear people yelling out of their car. People are beeping their horns.
Harleys driving past.
You hear all the
Yeah.
There's. I mean, it's loud. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
We try to be as like casual with the tennis tournament environment as we can to make it as fun for everyone that's participating.
But it's
Awesome.
growing to be the largest mixed doubles draw in the country. And people come from a handful of different states every year. They come back. It's a special thing.
What are the dates and the location for people that aren't familiar?
So what is it? So weekend after 4th of July, so 9th and 10th. We're going to kick it off with some Friday night lights with 1 match under the lights at McKinley, and then get your matches in on Saturday the 10th. So everyone's guaranteed 3 matches. It's a good time, and recommend everyone that wants to jump in, get in.
They call it a compass draw, so it just means you just keep playing. So if you lose, and then you lose again, you're going to find another match. So you get ready to play. That's part of the reason why we brought in an extra match on Friday night, was to give people a little bit of a break on Saturday. We used to have just a 1-day tournament.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Five
Angela knows
matches in
from-
one day.
It's-
My hand cramped up, and I thought I was having a heart attack. And Ira's like, "You can still hold a racket, So
yeah, you fight through everything when you're down there. Everyone plays, as best as they can. So it's a very, very fun tournament, and we hope that you can go to McKinleyMix.com. All the tournament details are on there, as well as kind of years past. We have a photo gallery on there. Check it out. I know you brought it up for us. You can read about the history, but there's a registration link right on there as well, so it'll take you to the USTA site to sign up.
And we're all playing, right?
We're all playing.
Everybody
Ian's
here is playing.
playing. Ira's playing.
Different partners.
Different partners. We're all
Yeah.
playing with different partners.
Oh,
all
right.
Okay.
So Ira's going to be playing. Mark Sanset is playing. Scott Brody's
Scott's
playing.
playing.
There's people that our viewership are familiar with. So it's very close to downtown Milwaukee, July 9th and 10th. Come check it out. Have a beer with us.
For sure.
Yes.
Awesome. Any final to the teams? Any final thoughts or messages or anything
No,
before we
thanks.
sign off?
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
It's a
us.
pleasure.
Great
Of course.
playing,
Yeah,
you
thank
guys.
you so much.
Thanks for
awesome.
having women on your court.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right.
I've been trying to make it happen for a while. Yeah, I'm happy it finally happened. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Angela, thank you for doing the commentary with me.
Thanks for having me.
It's a great time, and we'll catch you guys later. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Who are you going to play with? Peter
Pete
Smurl?
If you're ever looking for,
Who was Colin playing with? Do you
I'm
know?
sure you have plenty of people that can play on these
I'm
matches.
not
But if you're looking for someone really good, my brother.
Yeah.
is
We just
much
met
better than me. He
yesterday,
plays currently for Kalamazoo College.
Oh, wow.
And he plays like 3 singles there. He's like 5'5".
We
So
played
if you ever
against each
want to
other.
do
We
it,
just hit. Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
ever need someone like a high level player to play, I'm sure he lives about an hour away. So
Okay.
Monday.